Hello again. I thought it might be helpful to some people who don't live in the UK to have a quick look at the various labels in case they want to collect them. Now, as I said in an earlier video, Elvis's first releases in the UK were actually pressed by HMV because RCA didn't have a pressing plant. And so the first 3 albums appear with this label. And of course Nipper actually belonged to HMV, based on a painting that was done not too far away from where I live in Bristol. RCA acquired the rights to use Nipper logo in America when they purchased the Victor Gramophone Company, which had licensed the logo from HMV. In 1957, RCA agreed a deal with Decca in the UK for them to press and release their albums and singles on the RCA label. And the first was in August 1957, Loving You. And these albums have the prefix RD. These albums are known to collectors as Large Silver Spot, and these are the original releases. In October 1958, RCA released Elvis Golden Records on the Red Seal label. This was an odd choice, as the Red Seal label was for classical music. Only this Elvis album appeared on the Red Seal label, and it has the prefix RB. When in 1960 Elvis's Back was released in mono and stereo, the SF prefix began for stereo releases. 1962, Potluck was the last UK album released with a large silver spot. RCA then switched to the small silver spot, though they did re-release some of the earlier albums with small silver spots. You can also find the Red Seal Golden Records with large and small spots. When the red spot was introduced, of course already having a red label, they turned it black. It is possible to get albums with all these various labels, though they don't all exist in each format. With mono outselling stereo, a second pressing might only exist in mono. For example, it happened at the World's Fair as a small silver spot and a red spot in mono, but only a small silver spot in stereo. I believe this indicates that the majority of sales of the album were in mono. In 1965, RCA introduced the red spot, again repressing some earlier albums. In 1969, they began to use the small orange label, but a year later switched to the large orange label. So in theory, the small orange label releases should be, I wouldn't say rare, but harder to find. Yet again, Golden Records 1 had to be different, so this time it was released on a plain red label. From Elvis in Memphis was the last UK album to be released with both a mono and a stereo version. The Camden UK releases have a blue label, and the international releases a green label. Finally in 1980 came the plain black label pressings. So this covers pretty much the standard UK RCA album labels that you'll find. Good luck collecting them. Bye for now.